Hey troops, it is GeneralJSmith here, otherwise known as Josh, with another LEGO Star Wars book to review for you guys. And today we have the character Encyclopedia from 2011. Now, so this is my second book in my sort of book series, sort of leading up to when I'm going to be reviewing the 2014 Visual Dictionary. Because, you know, I thought that I've got a fair amount of LEGO books of some sort, so, you know, I might as well review them. Also for the fact that I'm sort of running out of sets to review. But anyway, so, this is a really good book, it really is. The only problem with it is the fact it's sort of, like, obviously it only goes up to 2011 because it only came out in 2011, so I can't really blame LEGO for that. But it would be really nice if they remade this thing just like they're doing with the Visual Dictionary. You can see in the corner there we do get an exclusive Han Solo minifigure, which is based on Han Solo from the medal ceremony at the end of episode 4. Now, if you've watched my previous review, then you'll know we got Luke Skywalker from the medal ceremony in the 2010 Visual Dictionary. And also we get Princess Leia from the medal ceremony in the 2012 Y-Wing, actually. So if you have all of those, which in fact I have, then you can recreate that scene if you want to. So that's really cool, and he is exclusive. He doesn't come in any other sets or anything. So yeah, that was really awesome. Now this is basically, well, it's sort of, you probably can guess, it's every single minifigure that's ever come, every single variant, every, just whatever, obviously LEGO Star Wars, that's ever come in a set up to 2011. So yeah, I suppose I just better get started. So the book itself is actually reasonably small compared to other sized books from this line. You know, for example, the Visual Dictionary was actually quite a lot larger. Got more than 300 minifigures, you know. Don't know how many minifigures there are now, quite a lot. You can see there, exclusive Han Solo. I'll go more into him later. I like this scene, by the way. I think this, the front of this, despite the fact I like the Visual Dictionary more, I like the front of this a lot more because it's just, you know, it looks really awesome. And yeah, what's there to say? You know, gender groups on the side. You know, just a little thing here. I do love the covers of this, and I like, you know, how it's done and everything a lot more than the Visual Dictionary. However, I like the Visual Dictionary more for, like, its content. But yeah, so that's really cool. This one is quite thick. It is actually, like, despite the fact that, like the Visual Dictionary, a big majority of it is just this cardboard for Han Solo here, which I will show you again in a minute. The rest of it is, you know, still quite thick. I think thicker than the Visual Dictionary. However, obviously it is a smaller book. If we're looking on the first page, you can see it's sort of the same sort of concept as the front, you know, with all these different figures, and then it's the same as on the back page. The pictures are exactly the same. But yeah, so there you go then. I suppose we better just get into the Han Solo minifigure. Alright, so you can just see here, now normally this is sellotaped down if it's new, but you know, you can just obviously take that off, and then you just flip this up. I love the way you can flip up and down, so if you want to put him back inside, you know, you can if you want, and you just flip it down, you can see how it goes in there. Unlike the new, the newer books, you know, he doesn't come like broken up, he does come ready-made, so that's cool. Now, we can see here, Han Solo from the medal ceremony. He's pretty cool. He's actually similar to Luke in some ways, in the way that he, as well as Luke, has his gun belt. For some reason, I don't really know why in episode 4 they had their gun belts from medal ceremony. Maybe they thought they were about to be attacked. But anywho, so he looks very similar to just the other Han Solos we got at that time, except obviously with the medal around his neck. Nothing really to say about him. Obviously, the only difference is the medal, really. I mean, you can sort of see his face there. But, you know, we've seen Han Solo before. The only difference is the medal, which is exactly the same as Luke's, you know. No back printing, that's unfortunate, but, you know, what are you going to do? This was from 2011, so. But, yeah, so that's just, you know, bolt printing. Well, that's the only real difference is the medal, so that's really nice. Comparing him just on the new one that we got on the A-Wing, you can see, you know, he has blue trousers in this one, blue legs as opposed to brown ones. Yeah. But yeah, really. I definitely prefer this one. You can't really use this one very much. It's just like an exclusive one which you only use in well, if you want to create that actual scene. You know, but it's just a nice one. Not particularly practical, nonetheless still cool to have. But nonetheless, that is Han Solo, and it's really cool the fact we get him in this book, and we got Luke Skywalker for the medal ceremony in the visual dictionary. So that's really awesome. And now we've got sort of the whole set. I do have to say though, I'm a little disappointed. Why didn't Chewbacca get a medal? That's sad. A lot of people have been saying this, obviously, but you know, it's still sad. Jeez, Chewbacca did just as much as he did. Chewbacca was in the Millennium Falcon, as was Han Solo. If you know, either they both should, or neither of them should, really. But, you know, that's sad. Oh, well. Poor Chewbacca. Anyway, though, that's Han Solo. Celebration Han Solo. Who was actually in this book, believe it or not. Alrighty, so then let's get on to the book. Now, I already showed you the front bit. And like the visual dictionary, we just saw sort of an opening, you know, Luke Skywalker, Darth Maul, all that. Written by Hannah Dolan. Or Dolan, something. Anyway, so we have the contents page right here. First of all, we have is the introduction. My word, that is a lot of words. You can sort of read that if you want to. Now, I will... Yeah, so just pause the video if you want to read that. That is a lot of stuff to read. Now, here we have the contents page with, well, the contents, really. We have each different section, you know, episode 1, 2, 3, all that. Then after episode 6, we have the Clone Wars. The Clone Wars has the most amount of figures. You know, you can sort of just see the Clone Wars goes from here all the way to there. That is, the Clone Wars definitely has the largest amount of different figures in it. You know, which is understandable. You know, so and then we've got this little section of expanded universe here, so that's kind of funny. And well, sort of acknowledgements. Yeah, so we're just gonna sort of browse through this quickly. We've got, you know, we start on episode 1. You can sort of see in the corner there, if I can actually, okay. We have, you know, like it's highlighted which episodes the figure is from. So this particular one's from episode 1, and you sort of have other variants here. You know, star variant, all that stuff. Obi-Wan, you can have different variants of sort of the same figure. You know, got all episode 1. And obviously if there's more than one episode you can see there. You know, and just all the stuff, just every single figure we've ever seen. You know, even the exclusive ones, the you know, special ones that we only got on like polybags or things like that. Every single one we've ever seen. I'm not entirely sure if it's in any sort of order. I think it probably isn't. I think it's probably just in sort of order of like what episodes they were in or something. So yeah, you can see here we've got the gold one there. That was like a, I don't know if that was a polybag or an exclusive one at some point. Also the silver stormtrooper. You know, we've got all these different types of stuff. It's really cool. Gotta remember this is only up to turn 11, so obviously there are no more figures after that. This one from Millennium Falcon. This is the Owen Lars from the old Sandcrawler. If you've seen my Sandcrawler review, which I doubt you've seen it whole the way through because it's like an hour long, but you know, that's the Owen Lars from the old one. You know, we've got a bunch of exclusive figures in here, you know, a bunch of really rare ones, and all this stuff. We've got the Luke Skywalker from the visual dictionary. So, now there you go. Also, if I go to the next page, we have Han Solo. This Han Solo from this book. And you can see there, this proud Han Solo mini goes to this book. And all that. So, yeah, I'm actually going to try and go back. If I can find, I want to find Boba Fett. That Boba Fett from Cloud City. Because that is possibly one of the most anticipated and wanted figures ever. He goes for a lot of money on, yes. Okay, so we have Boba Fett here. And then you can see there, that is the, just trying to zoom in. That is the exclusive Boba Fett we got from Cloud City. And yeah, people have been wanting another one of him for a while. He goes for a lot of money. The arm printing and the leg printing, he goes for a ton of money on eBay. My word, that you cannot understand. The amount of money he goes for is unbelievable. And he even got a bronze Boba Fett at one point. But yeah, and then we got, you know, just stuff in the back. We only got the old Jabba, because I believe the new Jabba came in 2012. And all this different cool stuff. Oh, Ewoks. We've even got Clone Wars ones, you know, and all that. Just sort of skipping. And then we're in the expanded universe. We got like Rogue Shadow a while ago, and that's by the way from the game if you don't know what that is. Then we got the TIE Crawler in like turn 7, I think. And in the back we have all this stuff in the index list. Each minifigure featured in this book alphabetically. So this is the alphabetical order of every single figure, if you're looking for them. And it actually also has all the sets they've come in. For example, R2-D2, you can see there, page 9, has come in the most amount of sets. And in fact, if we go to him, we're going to go to R2-D2 right now, because he's an awesome figure. Okay. You can see there, 22 LEGO Star Wars sets to date, making him the most reoccurring figure in the LEGO line. Oh yes. Now bear in mind this was in turn 11, but nonetheless, he's the most reoccurring figure ever in the entire LEGO line. He's come in the most sets. My word. A lot of sets. So, yeah, that's basically him. That's R2-D2. He's coming in a lot of stuff. So you can sort of see his pile of sets he's coming. So, yeah. Also, battle droids are coming in a lot of sets as well. So there you go then. Yeah. But that is basically indexed to the book. And then on this side you have got the same thing at the back here. And all that. And yeah, it's just that. Okay, so that is basically the contents of the book. Nothing really much more to it. It is an awesome book, very thick, very cool. And obviously the figure is very awesome as well. I mean, this guy is just... he's really cool. I probably like him more than the Luke, like, ceremony guy. Don't know why. Maybe I just like Han Solo more. I don't know. But, you know, whatever. He's still really cool. But anyway, so let's, I think, conclude this review. Alright, so this has been the review of the LEGO Star Wars Character Encyclopedia book from 2011. I really want them to update this like they've been doing with the visual dictionary. That would be awesome. I mean, I don't know if they ever will. Maybe they'll do it next year. Maybe whatever. Who knows? But anyway, so yeah, it is a really good book. I think it's my second favourite LEGO Star Wars book, actually. So yeah, it's definitely worth picking up. If you want to obviously recreate that scene, you'll probably need Han Solo. Yeah, really, I mean, it seems they haven't really updated it, and they're not saying they are going to update it at any point. I suppose, you know, I suppose I would recommend this then. You know, I wouldn't recommend the newer version, because we don't know if there's going to be a newer version. Hopefully there will be at some point. Obviously, I think it'd probably be cheaper to buy the whole book than just buying Han Solo on his own. I mean, I might be wrong, but who knows. Now, I bought this for like £9 in, I don't know, Asda, which if you don't know, by the way, Asda is like the British version of Walmart. So, yeah, but I'm not sure how much it went for when it was new, but yeah, still kind of cool. It does come with exclusive figures, as I said, and it's a really cool book, you know, really cool if you want to be revised on your minifigure facts and stuff. It comes with a lot of information on the minifigures, you know, what sets they come in, the actual person themselves, the different variants, all the different stuff, and it really is an entertaining book, really cool to read and stuff, and it's just really awesome. But anyway, so if you like this review, please give it a like down below. Please leave me any feedback down in the comment section. This is only my second one, you know. Tell me if you like these sort of things, and I might get some more books. I don't have that many, but the reason I'm mainly doing this is because I'm getting the new 2014 Visual Dictionary tomorrow. And I thought, well, I might as well do these reviews for that. So yeah, that'll probably be the next one you'll be seeing. So you'll be seeing the 2014 Visual Dictionary next, which is probably going to be my favourite LEGO Star Wars book ever. And yeah, so if you like this video, please give it a like. Please leave down in the comments any of your thoughts and questions and things, because that'd be great. And please also subscribe to my channel, because that would be awesome. Please subscribe. But anyway, so there you go then. This has been the LEGO Star Wars Character Encyclopedia, done by GeneralJSmith. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all have a really great day, and I will see you next time. Bye, troops.